One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Glad to have you with us in Memorial Stadium in Lawrence, Kansas, home to the Jayhawks. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Arkansas State Red Wolves, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Kansas Jayhawks. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Jayhawks will kick it away first. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Setting up the screen. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down. While the Big Ten has expanded with this massive continent-wide geographical footprint, the Big 12 has been really shrewd in positioning and maneuvering for survival, and they look for opportunities to win on the field like they'll have today.
Yeah, and the Big Ten's kind of taking what the Big Ten wants and expanding and not really worried about anybody else. So if I'm the Big 12, I'm like, yeah, you ain't worried about me, but you're going to worry about me today and on the field, and I can make a statement and prove to some of the true blue bloods in the Big Ten.
I just love the stylistic matchup in this one, too, right? You think about the Big Ten running the football, defense, physical, and then Big 12, wide open, up-tempo, air raid offense. This one's going to be fun.
Every offensive coordinator in the country, they come in the game, they have a script. They have a couple plays they want to go through to get their team settled in, get down and get in good third down situations, execute on third down. Nice start on this opening drive by the offense.
Caught behind the line. It's Clark. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Barber. Nice pick up there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
How about the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch?
To the ground with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Lets it fly. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down. And the Red Wolves send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. The give to the back. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. Right back to him on the ground. Picks up the first down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop. But you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He'll try the left side. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there. 3rd and long coming up.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Trying play action. He wants to take the top off. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, it's not quite the start this offense wanted to have on 3rd down. It's their first opportunity. That one falls incomplete. They're going to have to be better on those critical downs as this game goes on.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. The Jayhawks are moving quickly down the field.
Blue 22! Blue 22!
Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. And the Jayhawks moving quickly to the line. Under fire. Trying to escape and get it himself. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
That's the danger as a defense when you play man coverage, is that if the quarterback decides to scramble, there may not be anybody there to make a tackle right away. You obviously want to take care of everything on the back end, and with these receivers, you got to get them locked down. But if you're the D coordinator here, you got to be more selective with your coverage and mix it up, because man coverage against a scrambling quarterback can hurt you.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal.
Here we go!
Tries again to get it in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. He's going to keep it. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
Low man wins. Defense that time on 4th down was expecting run, and you saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Out of bounds at the 13, and that's just what the doctor ordered for this offense.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll toss it to the left. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Quickly out to the tight end. Goes out of bounds at the 25, and that's the way to get it out of your own end. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. To the air on first down. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space and getting that fast running back.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. Now the play fake. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And that's an interesting call going play action on 3rd and long because the defense is not worried about you handing the football off. That's not freezing anybody, especially these defensive ends. They're going right up the field. And you saw that time the pocket collapse as they were able to get to the quarterback.
The Kansas offense returns to the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And listen, they didn't get the huge play off of that, but I love the ability to show that and be able to show plays off of that jet motion and just show them you're willing to complete it. But, you know, get those little chunks at a time. It doesn't have to always be a home run. That's still a successful play.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Touchdown, Jayhawks. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Old Dominion is putting on an offensive clinic. They've built a big lead, and this one is approaching blowout territory. They're up 14 over Rice. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Caught in the backfield, it's Barber. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Allen. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Here's a heat. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And how about the inside linebacker flying through there? You see those guys come up, and you see how fast they can come up and fit the run. But how about blitzing the quarterback, getting to the quarterback, getting the big sack?
Back to pass on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Clark. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Wants to go up top on first down. Trying to make magic with his feet. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important first down.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there. Understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Makes the grab. It's Allen. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
The Red Wolves come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Balls and fired complete. Oh, he's got some space. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide. And
Touchdown, Red Wolves! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
This guy's an excellent route runner, and he has really good hands. You've got to. That's now his 3rd receiving touchdown. They've only played 3 games. Nobody can cover this guy up to this point of the season.
The extra point here would tie the game. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. An 84-yard drive there, and they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Woodhead. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Handoff to the single running back. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. Working well behind the sticks on second down. They go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Let's see if they keep it on the ground here on third down. Johnson wants to throw it. Bring in the heat. Blasted as he lets it go. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. On fourth down, going to the air. Throws to the back. Converts on fourth down. Still going. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, you see the defense make a big play there in the RPO, and they're doing it because they're starting to load the box. If you're the play caller offensively, you might want to think about having your quarterback keep the ball and then try to throw it downfield.
And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. Let's see what they find in the playbook for third and long from the 43. He wants to change this route. On third down, he drops to throw. Under fire. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Finds his big tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Jayhawks are in the hurry-up. Johnson looking to throw. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put them down and go get first downs, but I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out, and you could tell it's going to be a big part of the game.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the receiver was double covered on that play, and I don't know if the decision by the QB had to do with the pressure. Because he was hurried, he just had to get rid of that faster than he wanted to. He's lucky he didn't come away with an interception.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on third and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to run it. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And the Jayhawks, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Got it in the middle, it's Smith. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got it! And he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break.
Check. Blue 82, red 54.
Johnson wants to throw it. Touchdown, Kansas! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused. Made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
You just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more.
Turning it on! They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The Jayhawks just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. It's a fumble on the play. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Well, you got to give the defense credit because they never quit on the play. He had already made a few guys miss, but they kept bringing hats to the football, trusting that if they got there, maybe they'd be able to knock it out. They did, and they come away with a huge takeaway.
He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Fires to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Allen. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Williams will pass. Extending the play. Gets it out quickly. So much change of direction. He's down to the 23. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
On third and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Allen. Touchdown, Arkansas State. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Extra point here will tie the game. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback, receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
And he's going to bring it out. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. The Kansas offense returns to the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, you've got to lock in.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll give it to the back. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. And the Jayhawks want to move quickly. The play action fake. Pressure coming. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. The Jayhawks are rolling down the field.
Black 29 Bongo. White 20.
Johnson looking to throw. Plucks it out of the air. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now 2nd down. Brown has it. There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. And the Jayhawks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. A field goal here would put them on top, but a touchdown's what you want in a game like this.
42 strong. Blue 42.
Off play action. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just now on the same page with his target.
Absolutely perfect. And now they take the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. Old Dominion is running away with this one behind an offense that's been firing on all cylinders. They're up 14 over Rice. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Got it behind the line. It's Taylor. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Williams looking for a man. It's complete on the right side. Brings into the open. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. First down. The give to the left. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as the favorite, and you're a little bit flat, and you expect to win. And sometimes that leads to slow starts, but I think if they can get that passion, that adrenaline.
Touchdown, Red Wolves! They take the lead with the 6.
And when you run these screen plays, you're trying to get your playmaker the ball in space, and what a great job. They get it to the running back, but look at the blocks out in front. Everybody paving the way, creating some space, and then he's got so much speed, he can take care of the rest. Really, really nice screen pass.
And he makes the extra point. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Johnson wants to throw it. That's caught. It's Brown. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. We've reached the break, and Arkansas State has the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. He might want another play. Takes it from the gun on third down. Fakes to grab. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
They'll run it from the gun. Oh, he's got some space. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Got the first down and more. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal.
Black 14. Black 14. Check. Check, check. Red 70, black song. Red 70, black song.
Johnson looking to throw. Touchdown, right chuck, Jayhawk. And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
How nice is it to know, man, late in the ball game when I need it, I can keep the football on the ground, not get super complicated, pound the rock, get in the end zone, and take the lead.
And he puts it down the middle, and the lead is 3 here in the final period. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll start the return inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. Things did not go on the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far. Turning it on! And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Looking downfield on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
They'll run play action. Right down the middle. Find space on the right. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
And as a quarterback, when you're facing man coverage, you've got to find your best one-on-one matchup. That receiver did a tremendous job. Quickness, changing direction, out of his break, able to create separation. There was no question the quarterback was going to target that receiver on that play.
Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. Grabbed over the middle. It's Taylor. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. And if they want to take the lead, can't be thinking field goal here. They'll need a touchdown to go up in the 4th. Got it set up on the outside. Touchdown, Red Wolves! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And at this stage of the game in the 4th quarter, big-time players make big plays in big games. What a great job after he secured the catch in the open field, showing off the speed, taking it to the house, and with it, his team now has the lead.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Iowa State is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that's been clicking in every facet of the game. They're up by 34 over Tulane. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now there he goes. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
He'll pull it down and run. At the 40, there he goes. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. The Jayhawks headed quickly to the line. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Jayhawks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to the ground with the running back. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control of this football game. Jesse, you got the formula right now. You got them right where you want them.
Yeah, they've thrown caution to the wind in this game, right, David? I mean, they came in knowing they'd have to take some chances, and they'd have to be open and free, and it's worked to their advantage. Now's not the time to get tight if you're the underdog winning this game late.
He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains.
Man, these are killers, right? Late in the game, in the 4th quarter, you're getting to the quarterback, but he does such a great job scrambling around. When you do this, you get extra first downs. You start to wear those defensive linemen out. So late in the game, this could pay off. Great job getting the first down.
They'll wrap him up, and he didn't find the same kind of running room this time as he did on the previous play.
And we've seen this several times now. Like, he is more than willing to take off and make plays. And you can tell the defense is starting to adjust a little bit. They see it. They know it's a pass, but they had eyeballs on him. And as soon as he took off, they ran to him, and they made sure they got him on the ground.
Well, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. They'll try the run. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
Might as well give it to him again. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Off the play fake. Pocket breaking down. He's going to take off. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And I feel like this defense is starting to pick up on this quarterback's MO. You've seen it, right? Like, time and time again, he is willing to scramble. He wants to carry the football, kind of apprehensive, maybe doesn't want to make a mistake. I'd love to see him maybe hang in that pocket just a little more and maybe make some plays down the field with his arm.
From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. Oh, they're after him. Oh, no, the ball popped out. This could change things. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. They knock him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense.
Man, you talk about all the excitement, emotion. You're about to go take the lead in this ball game, and then you fumble and turn the football over, and now you need help. Now I need my defense to go out and somehow get me this football back after squandering that opportunity.
The defense will take a timeout. 25 seconds left to play.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Defense will use a timeout. 22 seconds remaining in the game. Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. Williams will pass. Moves around to clear up the vision. Finds a little space. Breaks into the open. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. A costly penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Got a little space. Turning on the Jets. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down. A first down for the offense.